Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Siri and I hope you guys are doing fine. So today in the video we are going to talk about an amazing topic, and that is how to start reading to improve fluency in English. Okay, there are few things to keep in your mind before you start reading books. These are the things that I have learned in whatever experience I have till now. I mean, it's been only a couple of years since I've started to read books, but till whatever I understand, till whatever experience that I have, I'm just going to share those with you guys today in the video, right? Before I dive into the topic, let me just tell you something. Reading is not only going to benefit your pronunciation or your English, it is going to benefit in many other ways. It is going to make you a better person. It is going to make you think better. You are going to be a creative thinker. And the way you think actually changes once you adapt yourself to this habit of reading. And always remember that it is going to be difficult in the initial days to adapt to any kind of habit. It could be reading, it could be anything else, but it is going to be difficult in the initial days, but we always have to stick with it. Okay, so without any further ado, let's dive into the video now. And the first thing that you need to keep in your mind is that the same thing, it is going to be difficult. Accept this fact. You cannot be a reader in just 10 days or 1 week. It is at least going to take you 1 month. Okay, at least 1 month. I mean, at least 1 month to find interest in reading. Okay, give yourself some amount of time to adapt to that kind of environment. Reading is also a new habit that you're introducing to your life, so it's important that you give enough time for yourself to adapt to that habit. It cannot adapt in a switch. It is not going to happen like this. It is going to take time, so you have to allot that time to yourself to adapt to that habit, right? Always keep this in mind. And the next one is always pick books. Always pick simple books in the beginning. This was a mistake that I made. I randomly picked up a book which was absolutely difficult to read. For me, it was very much difficult to read in the initial days of reading because I was just starting with reading. I randomly picked a book which was, I don't think so that was a good decision that I've taken. I regretted that later actually. So you should not regret. So I'm telling you, if you are just starting your journey towards reading, I would say please pick up the books which are simple, which are absolutely simple and easy to understand. You can just start with reading kids stories. They are very much interesting. I mentioned about this in many of my previous videos. I'm again saying this to you guys. Start with kids stories. Later on, as you increase the habit of reading, you feel like reading more and more books, and then you can shift your interest from simple to intermediate to advanced, right? In the beginning itself, you can just not read novels. You cannot just start reading random difficult books. I mean, you can, but it is going to be a bit difficult for you to adapt to that habit, because in the initial days we find it boring because we do not like it in the first place. We do not like it, so we find it boring and we do not enjoy doing it, right? So for that you need to adapt some time. I mean, you need to allot some time to adapt to that habit, and also remember to choose books according to your level. I mean, according to your level, I mean, whoever is starting to read, I'm telling you, just start with simple books. Simple books, this is very important. Always keep this in your mind. And the next one is be consistent. Always you need to be consistent. Let's say you have taken up a challenge for yourself that you are going to read every single day for the next 30 days. Make sure that you read every single day. Make sure that you do not skip even one day. Do not even take a break of one single day. Be consistent. It's okay if you are just reading only 15 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day, but what you have to do is you have to be consistent all throughout. That is when you are going to actually see the result that you have desired for. If you are just trying to skip a day and day or two, that is not going to happen. So it's very important that you be consistent. And yes, again, I'm mentioning this, it is going to take time for your mindset to adapt to that thing, but give it some time. It is going to be all right, and it is going to do a lot of magics after that, trust me. Okay, be consistent. Always be consistent. Remember this. Do not even skip one single day. Okay, challenge yourself. Take such kind of challenges to yourself which actually challenge you. Okay, and the next one is read what you like. See, all of us are different. We have different kind of taste. Everybody does not like the same thing. When I talk about myself, I like books in the genre of self-help. I like self-help books. So whenever I read books, I try and pick books from that genre. I figured this out about myself after reading couple of books. I read books from different genre, but self-help books are something that interested me a lot. I found a lot of interest in self-help books. For you, it could be something else. You might like fiction books, you might like novels, you might like self-help books again. It is different. Okay, for everybody of us, it is going to be different, right? So you have to choose that for yourself. Which one do you like? I mean, to figure that out for yourself, it is going to take time, because you first, when you are starting your journey towards reading, just try and read one book in every genre and observe which is the one that is actually interesting. Okay, which is the one that is making you feel like reading books more and more. And this happens only when you start reading. So the first step is you need to start. Just start. And another important thing is that if you are a beginner, I would like to tell you that you actually get a book in your hands. I would suggest reading a book by holding it in your hand, not in the form of ebook. I'm not against it, but in the beginning days, it's really helpful if you hold a book and read it. I always would like to prefer reading books by holding them in my hand and getting actual books from the store. I always like reading books that way. I'm trying to tell the same thing to you guys as well. So if you are someone who is willing to start their journey towards learning, towards reading, I'm telling you, pick up books, hold them in your hand and read. And after a while, once you are comfortable with reading, you can start reading ebooks, you can start listening to audiobooks. You have many options like that. These days, you have many options. I don't even have to tell you about that, right? So if you are in the beginning stage, you need to keep all these things in your mind. They are very much helpful. These are basic, but they are so effective, I'm telling you. And I urge all of you to start reading. It is important. I can't stress enough on this particular line, that reading is going to make you a better person. I have personally seen a lot of changes in my own self after I started to read. After I started to read, a lot of things have changed. The way I think has changed. Now I think I'm a better person. So that is the reason I'm telling you guys to please start reading. Do not be scared. I mean, if you find it uncomfortable in the initial days, please stick with it. Do not give up. You need to give that time for yourself to adjust to that environment. It is going to take time. Everything is going to take time. Nothing comes easy, right? We have to give that time. Give it some time. It is going to be all right. And if you are willing to start your journey, I would like to tell you guys, please go ahead and start it. Start. It's never too late. You can just start now as well. Just start reading at least now. It is going to be helpful, and you will observe that you are becoming a better person after you start reading books that you like. And there is an amazing saying in English that is, read what you like to like what you read. If you actually think about this particular line, it has a very deep meaning. If you are in the initial stages of reading, I'm telling you, always try to read something that you like, okay? Because you have to continue your journey in this process of reading. So in order to continue your journey, it's very important that you read whatever you like. You should not push yourself forward to, read something that you don't like. Always read something that you like, so you can keep continuing your journey all throughout, right? Yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you liked it, you know the drill. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I wish you a very happy reading, guys. If you are willing to start your journey towards reading, I'm telling you, just go ahead and do it. I wish you a happy reading, and until then, do not forget to take care of yourself. I will see you very soon. Till then, bye.